Welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading, so you're dealing with a lot of envy and jealousy around you. Maybe you're feeling a bit envious and jealous of what is going on, but you're dealing with that kind of energy at this particular moment. It's causing a lot of drama. You've got that Uranus over there with Jupiter over there, so a lot of problems coming up because of that. Maybe there's a lot of arguments that you're dealing with at the moment because of that envy and jealousy. Now, you may have reconciled just recently with somebody and you are healing from that particular breakup that you went through. Now, maybe because of this reconciliation that has just happened, the person that you have reconciled with is feeling a bit jealous or envious, or that energy is floating around in that relationship at this particular moment. You've got a lot of brand new ideas of what you want to do. So maybe you had a period of separation and you've come into your own again, and now you are now transformed and you have new ideas about how you want this relationship to even go forward. Maybe even you've taken on a different stance as well. Maybe you've got different ideas and you've grown up a little bit after that separation that you had with this person. Now, in the past, there was some kind of information that came in. It led to a lot of enlightenment about this, whatever that situation was, and maybe this is why you had a little bit of a break-up. Or maybe during that period of distance from this person, there was a lot of ideas that you had, a lot of revelations that you had, and also your power coming back to you. You can see this eagle is landing over here. So a lot of your power coming back to you and a lot of enlightenment. You can see there's a lightning bolt coming in over there for you. Now, it seems like, you ended that particular relationship because you had problems with it, dealing with that situation. And now that you've reconciled with this person, there's still that envy and jealousy going on over there. So maybe this is the reason why you had ended that relationship in the past. And, you had enlightenment, something happened that caused you to end that relationship, but it was also very enlightening for you, some kind of information that was brought to light during that particular period of separation. Now, going into the future, there's some kind of choice that you are going to be facing. And you're very, very uncertain about the whole situation. You've got that Sun and that Uranus energy going on over here. So you're really giving this a lot of thought, and a lot of clarity might be coming to light as well. And it looks like, you've got this card of victory and fame over here. You've got the sun and the moon. So, you are thinking about this relationship quite a bit. You're making plans. You're having a strategy. It seems like, you will need to have kind of some strategy to deal with it in the future in order for you to get victory in that particular situation. And because you've got the sun and the moon, there needs to be some kind of balance. You've got 69 over here, which is about balancing. Maybe you need to balance that, the sexual part versus the emotional part of that particular relationship. And, you're trying to come up or devise a strategy in order for you to deal with. You're definitely entering a new cycle within this relationship. So although you've reconciled with this person, you've got these new ideas coming in. You're spending more time focusing on yourself over here, and you're thinking about it quite a bit. It seems like you have to make some kind of choice. Maybe you're uncertain about whether you want to continue with this relationship or whether you want to end it. And it seems like, you're trying to weigh the options and you're trying to come up with a plan as to what to do next. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. So I'm using the Arcus Arcanium cards tarot deck for the main read. I put the deck in the description box. It is quite a rare deck to get a hold of because it is an old deck and it is out of print. Okay, so it seems like there's some kind of power struggle going on between you and the person that you are involved in. There seems to be a lot of arguments. You can't seem to make up your mind about what kind of direction you want to follow. You can see both of these people standing up against each other. Both of you are being stubborn in this particular situation, and there seems to be a lot of battle of the wills going on over here. So you're trying to find a pathway. You can see there is a path that is open up over there, but it seems like, you all are stuck in a particular position. Maybe you all are dealing with an old issue and you haven't gotten past it yet. So you all are having a lot of arguments, a lot of fighting. There's a lot of struggle that is going on between the two of you there. A bit of power play going on over there. So what's happening with you? It seems like, you have been going out, meeting a lot of old friends, maybe socializing quite a bit. And maybe this is the thing that is causing this particular problem over here, where you are meeting up with old friends or getting together with colleagues, people that you are associating with, and this is causing the fight or the battle between you and the person that you are involved in. Maybe this is the reason why there's been so much of jealousy going on within that relationship, because maybe this person that you're dealing with is a bit restrictive, but there seems to be a lot of arguments that are going on between the two of you. You've got that 5 of rods going on over there, and that usually is about, fighting and arguing and, struggling to a power struggle, really, as to who's in charge and how things should be done. There's control issues going on over here. And this is probably based on the fact that, maybe there's a lot of people paying attention to you, and this person is not very, very thrilled about the whole situation. So in the past, you've got that 6 of rods over here. So, you all had been trying to sort out problems. You were trying to get victory. And again, there's that power struggle, trying to find that pathway in life. And this has been going on in the last year or so. During this relationship, you all have been fighting over things, not seem to be seeing eye to eye about anything at the moment. So one of you in the relationship is trying to get the upper hand over the other person, and this is not working out because both of you seem to be equally matched. You can see with that 2 of rods equally matched, both of them have got the rods of the same size. They both got it in their hands. And one person is telling the other person what to do, and it seems like this is causing that battle, that fight that is going on over here. Now you've got that Ace of Swords over here, and this is taking control of that situation. So you are trying to get back your power in that situation, and you're trying to get, if it was a reconciliation, you're trying to get rid of all that problems or deal with that kind of situation. The relationship might be entering into kind of a toxic relationship at the moment, and maybe you're planning on actually cutting off that relationship completely and moving on. Maybe one person is completely dominating the other person in that relationship, and this is not sitting well with you as well. So you're taking control back of that situation. Maybe you want to start afresh because there's too much of problems going on over there. And it seems that is on your mind. You've got that 10 of cups over here. So you're trying to put an end to all the problems, emotional problems, and, maybe start something brand new. Maybe things are not going on the way you want it to go. Maybe you also wanted this relationship to end in a marriage, because this is a card of marriage. You can see them going through the door. You want to have reconciliation. So it seems like you'll have reconciled. You'll have tried to put or are trying to put your differences behind you. You're trying to move in through a new doorway, a new cup. So you're trying to find a better footing in this relationship. Trying to find peace within that relationship and putting an end to all the problems that you'll have been going on. And this is what you've been working on. This has been on your mind. So going into the future, you've got the Sun card over here. So things are going to settle down. The Sun card is that brand new beginnings of something new, and it looks like the sun is coming in. So, things are going to change for the positive. So you'll need to actually communicate. And maybe this Ace of Swords is a card to show you that you need to open that avenue of communication in order for you to sort out any kind of problems that you're having. Discuss things instead of ending it in arguments. You'll need to have some clear communication between the two of you. And that will bring in the Sun card, which will bring in, a new beginning. And also, this particular relationship needs a lot of work. The Sun card usually talks about putting in some hard work in order to achieve success. Now, you've got the King of Swords over here. So whatever this relationship is, it's probably, if it's the Swords cards, it generally, is about legal matters. So it's generally about, seeking legal counsel or going through a divorce or going through something legal. Now, maybe this is what you're considering. Maybe this is how far this relationship got to where, you've ended up going to the courts and actually filing for some kind of divorce or some kind of legal separation. And maybe you're waiting for some judgment to come in. The King of Swords is always about judgments that come in. And maybe this is the reason why, you need to, maybe this is what has happened. With that Ace of Swords, it's also about legality, so maybe this is what has happened. You brought in, a legal conclusion to this particular relationship that you're dealing with because, maybe you can't take the arguments and fighting that has been going on. Now, if you work on it, you can reconcile that particular relationship because you've got the Sun card over there. It's quite a positive card. So it says that even though you're having so much of problems, the Sun card, even though there's so much of problems there, the Sun card can actually bring in that reconciliation. But a lot of hard work will have to go in order for you to make that relationship work. You've got that Page of Swords as well coming in for you. That means that there's some kind of legal news coming in. So, and this is about freedom. You can see this gate opened over there, and victory within that situation. So if you decide to go down the route of that legal system where you're going through divorce, it looks like there will be victory and you will get your freedom from that particular situation. If you want to make this relationship work, it's going to take a lot of hard work and effort to make this particular relationship go the way you want to. So you are being faced with a choice. You can see you're at the crossroads of a year and you're really trying to make a decision. The decision is whether you want to remain as a couple or you want to separate, go your own way. So this is with a choice that you're being faced with at the moment. So, you're sitting over there and you're in quite a dilemma, whether to continue with this relation, continue with legal matters or continue with the legal separation, or whether you want to remain as a couple. So you are facing a big choice. Now you've got the Seven of Pentacles over here, the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's about putting a lot of investment into something and something not paying off. So you can see this woman, is putting the money into this particular, she's bringing in the money, but there's still, money going out. So whatever this relationship is, you might be the one that's investing a lot more into this relationship rather than getting any returns from it. So you might be putting a lot of effort, or maybe that's how you feel, that you're putting a lot of effort into it, but you're not getting any rewards from it. And maybe you feel like you're wasting your time. So there's some kind of issue that you are dealing with, whether you're weighing the options as to whether or not you want to continue putting in this effort. So there you've got that Two of Pentacles over there. It's just, going through things, weighing the options, feeling as though you're the one that's doing all the investment and the other person is not. And, you feel like maybe, this is actually looking at this relationship and trying to decide whether or not your investment is worth it. This could also be a relationship that's taking a lot out of you. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of loss as well that is coming up over here. Maybe you feel as though you're having to juggle this relationship, or you're not getting priority within this relationship, and this is not something you want that stability. Obviously, you can see there's a house in the background over here. It also could be that this relationship is not very good for you from a financial point of view, that you're having, whatever you're investing in it, even financially, is not paying off as well. So there's that issue with money going on within that relationship. There seems to be a lot of loss that is coming out of that relationship. You're having to juggle finances as well within that relationship. Maybe the other person is not pulling their weight, and this is the thing that is not sitting well with you. You've got the Queen of Cups over here, so you are feeling very, very depressed about the whole thing, and you are considering maybe moving on. You've got this Cup over here, so you are looking into that relationship quite deeply and deciding whether or not this is for you. It seems like, you want everything to work out. You do want to move away from all these difficulties, but there's a lot of problems going on. So there seems to be some kind of, power struggle going on within the relationship, a lot of arguments. These arguments might be stemming from financial problems within that marriage or within that relationship. And, it's depressing you, it's upsetting you. The Queen of Cups is a person who cries quite a bit. So it seems like, this has gotten to you quite a bit, and you're feeling very, very lonely as well. And you are assessing it. You are weighing all your options up as well. And like I said, you might be feeling as though you're making a lot of investment into that particular relationship. You're putting a lot of work into it, but nothing is paying off at this particular moment. And this is the reason why maybe you want to pursue it, a legal separation from this person. Of course, if you do, you will have to work pretty hard, put in a lot of effort into it, and open up that channel of communication in order for you to make it work. And I think at this particular time you're deciding whether or not this is going to be worth your while, whether or not this relationship is worth salvaging with that Lover's card. So you are worried about that. So let's see what the Archangel Power Tarot has got to say. Okay, so it seems like you're going to make that decision of actually moving on. You've got the New Beginnings card over here, which is the saying starting a new life, finding your purpose, forgiving, and a compassionate review of the past. So this is the Judgment card usually, and this is taking a whole new different route and, letting go of the past. So it seems like, you've decided, it seems like you might make that decision of actually moving on from this particular relationship and, pursuing a legal separation. You've got the Knight of Ariel over here. There's so much to accomplish. Make a detailed plan being watched over by someone kind. Now with the Knight of Ariel, which is the Knight of Pentacles, it looks like you are going to be moving on. Maybe you're going to be focusing more on your work, and you're going to be focusing more on yourself. Maybe whatever you have to do in this relationship, it's just too much of hard work and you're not prepared to put in that effort. You'd rather focus on yourself, focus on your career, and move forward. Because it seems like with that Judgment card, you are making an ending to that particular relationship. And with the Ace of Michael, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So you are having a communication issue going on over here. But it might be that you also decide that you're going to, go down the legal route and, sever ties with this particular person and move on. With the Ace of Michael, it's victory in a legal situation. It is also about communication issues and trying to, speak very clearly and put forth your idea or speak your truth. You've got that Ace of Swords here again, in the main tarot read as well. So it looks like, it looks like you are taking control of that situation. Maybe you feel that that relationship has become too toxic. And this is the reason why you are willing to, go down that legal route and, go for that divorce situation. You can see that this person, this king, is also taking control of that eagle. And, you've got that eagle flying over here with that snake. So it looks like maybe that relationship has become too toxic and you're not going to be, willing to work on it. You want to move on. It might be depressing you too much. And maybe there's a lot of financial problems that are going on within that relationship. There's a lot of lack. And it's not working out from a financial point of view, and it's not working out from an emotional point of view because you're always fighting all the time. So it seems like maybe you're going to go down that route and go for that legal ending and start something afresh with a New Beginnings card. So good luck with that. I hope it all works out for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this reading has resonated. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if it has, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.